What's going on, YouTube land? I just want to make this quick video. It's how to properly install a battery isolator for a car audio system in order to have either a second battery or second battery bank or even a lithium bank. So without further ado, let me flip you guys around. Alright guys, so please pay no attention to this blue wire. Other than the fact that this blue wire is run to the isolator, and it's the power lead that engages the isolator with battery ignition. So you want that going to an ignition source. The back post there you'll see is a negative ground terminal. Those are interchangeable. Didn't really matter which side I powered on. Either way, it would still operate in the same fashion. But I finished installing this about 9 o'clock last night on break at work. And so I didn't have all the tools with me, but I wanted to make sure I had everything hooked up. Today I had some running to do and I was unable to complete it. Also, I've been waiting on a lug from Sky High Car Audio for about 2 weeks now that will run a new power wire from my alternator to my battery. And actually I wanted to run this isolator off of my alternator, so I've got a three-way lug coming, but it showed delivered yesterday but never actually arrived, and the postman said that he didn't have it. So the way this is run is you start at the battery, work your way around to the isolator, comes out of the isolator, and there should be a nice fuse block somewhere in here. I don't really have a good place for a fuse block, so I'm going to create one somewhere in this range right here. And my alternator lug, actually, someone just knocked on my door a little bit ago, and my son answered, and it was one of my neighbors saying, hey, this was improperly delivered to my address. So tomorrow I will get to clean that up, and I will get to install a 1/0 from my battery to my alternator, or from my alternator back to my isolator, the way I wanted to do it. And it will come back here to my handy dandy lithium battery bank. As you can see, there's two wires to my two 1/0s coming into the fuse block that I made. I worked for a plastics company during the day, and I was able to get a nice little sheet of polycarbonate and a nice strip of aluminum there, and was able to make myself a fantastic 8-way fuse holder. So that I can upgrade or add more amps in the future. Then they come from the fuse holder back up to my lithium bank. The pink pieces of foam you see there are to separate the cells from each other. Each one of those actually has one of those in there, so they don't rub against each other. Then you see off of my fuse distribution block, it goes back to my amp for my power, my dual power, and my dual grounds going over to the Riot. And then you see the little bitty guy over there, that's running my 800x4 tar amps highs and mids amp. Yes, I do know that these aren't fused because they come in and go back out on a fuse, but they don't actually run across that fuse. So I will install a fuse holder in between the first and second 1/0 wire coming in there, cable coming into the fuse block. But I wasn't able to find any decent videos on YouTube on exactly how to run this isolator, and I wanted to make sure I had it right. I wanted to know if I could run it from my alternator directly to the isolator and then run a cable up to my battery. So I ordered a 3-post lug from Sky High that will allow two wires. It'll hook to my alternator here. It will allow 3 1/0 cables to come off of it. 2 will go up to my isolator, and one will come over to my battery, and it will allow me to run my lithium directly off of my alternator, which kind of looks like a stock alternator, but it is a 250 amp high output alternator. So if you have any questions or any thoughts or concerns, please feel free to leave me a message. Ask away. This was something that I really felt like needed to be done so that somebody out there could benefit from this video. I hope that it helps you. If you found any useful knowledge of this in this at all, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and comment down below. Thanks, guys, and until next time.